tomorrow, Bong, for our fried chicken dinner and our peaches and cream crumble. A nice summery menu tomorrow for sure. And don't work too hard, man. Okay, let's clear the area and get into it. So first thing that I always do when I start butchering poultry is I start by taking the legs off first. All by yourself tonight? Oh man. Well, take care, dude. Whatever you get up to. Okay, so we start by taking the legs off, and then from there we take the breast off with the wings, and then we separate that. So along with all of this, we are going to have some chicken carcass pieces. So the back, the ribs, etc. Because we're taking all the meat off of it. So let's also get a freezer bag to put those carcasses in. And you know what? By freezer bag, I think we're just gonna make an overnight broth today, because I'm not gonna jam any more chicken carcasses into my freezer. She's full. Let's stuff Baba's pot up. We'll just put that over here on the stovetop. Do we want to just pull everything out and do a big? Okay, I'll let you get that stuff together while I'm chickening. Give me Valorant. Thank you for that follow. I can't currently reach. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we're just slitting beside or in between the leg and the breast there, kind of where you see it separate. Same thing on both sides to start. And yes, we are keeping the skin on. Yeah, I wish Annie was in here with bone broth on the go. Okay, this next step on chicken triggers people like Vion, who grew up or lived on a farm for a bit, but we're gonna pop the legs like out of the socket just so they sit flatter and are easier to take off. So then when we do that, you can see our knuckle that we're looking for here. And that's where we're gonna cut in between. So we're just gonna cut one nice length here to release the leg off the carcass. Every piece is the size of your hand. Yeah, and no dust, exactly. Okay, so get our boning knife in between those knuckles there. We're just gonna do one nice slice. Same thing with the other side. And there we go. Now, into the breast. So the breastbone just runs right along the center there, and you can kind of see it through the skin. So we're just gonna cut along each side of that. Slice like that. And then the other side. And then the top part here is where our wishbone is, where the chicken breast separates. So our wishbone is right up here in the V shape. Just gonna split that skin there. And then I always like to kind of cut the wishbone away first. And then this starts to open up. Do the same on the other side, like that. Cut in there. And then I just kind of use my finger separate the meat away from the rib cage to start. And then kind of as we keep cutting, it just opens itself up. So just slide your knife all along the rib cage. You should feel it, keeping your blade right against that. And then just nice long strokes until we kind of get to this point where it just wants to fall open. And then from here, if we look, it's just gonna be one really easy slice to release that off of the wing. So get it opened up as much as you can. For sure, wanna make sure it's off of the wishbone there. And then just holding the chicken breast. One nice slice like that. Okay, same thing with the other side. You can also see how the chicken tender likes to separate. So hold everything together if it's wanting to do that already.
You're really good at that.
Oh yeah, I really just enjoy cleaning poultry, I don't know. Once you do it as many times as I have though, it should be quite easy. And then yeah, the biggest thing is just to like maximize the amount of meat you're taking off of the carcass. So there's our other one. And then if we look at this guy, now it looks so funny to me. All we have left is the wings to take off, and that is very easy. So if we look here, the knuckle of the wing is just right there. We just have to split it off of the carcass. Done and done. And now we have this. So All of this great usable skin, meat, cartilage, bones for chicken broth. Unreal. Now we put that in the stock pot. That's it. This doesn't look like cod. We are now done the cod step of this stream. We did that earlier, so you guys will have to look back on the VOD. It was very easy for lunch and super delicious. Now, next step for me is I actually go one step further. I just remove the wingtips from the chicken wings because there's no real meat on there. Nothing really usable, and for deep frying, it kind of just burns up. Not useful, but it is useful in broths. So that's where we put that. So we leave the wings like that. Hermit! Do you think I could dismember a person? What? No! Guys, we can't talk about those things. I don't know if that, like, goes towards a ban or something, but I don't think we can talk about that. But I definitely have some great animal butchery skills. Okay, getting into the leg here. So we're gonna separate this into 2 pieces. And we can't really see the separation, but the knuckle is just right here where we separate the thigh from the drumstick. So if you needed to make a slit to like peek, you can, and it like literally is right there. So I hit it on the first try. And I want to keep as much of the skin on both pieces as possible. So just hold it nice and tight. One nice slice. And we got those pieces. And these pieces, we're gonna leave bone in as well. Or Sam, you think I should take out the thigh bone?
No.
I think it'll cook so much nicer keeping the bone in. And then you want to make sure you have a little bit of skin, because this is what crisps up. So you don't want to be frying stuff that doesn't have the skin on it. Okay. Same thing as the last one we just did. If you need to, make your slit in there and peek. Now we see where we have to cut. One slice. Done. Okay, chicken breasts. I always like to just flip these guys over first and just look for like kind of any cartilage or veins or sinew, which I see a little bit here. So there's always a little vein on the underside of the breast that I usually clean off. Especially if we're frying it, right? Like this is gonna be covered in a coating, so you're not gonna be able to see that. And then up here, where it was attached kind of by the wing, there's always this little bit of sinew as well. Clean that off. Connective tissue, whatever you want to call it. Something that's hard and it's not going to cook down. Come up through there. That's gone. And then there's only one more piece that I usually take off, which is like the tip of the chicken tender. Has this little tendon in the top part of it. So if you hold it nice and tight, come and take that off. Okay, now that's all cleaned up. We'll flip it over. And then I'm cutting this into 3 pieces. So because the breast is fatter up here, we're gonna go skinnier. Because it's skinnier here, we're gonna go a bit bigger of a piece to start. And it's just really important that all of your fried chicken pieces are around the same size. So when we are frying them up, they all cook at the same amount of time. And if you find that the tender is wanting to fall off, we'll just have to take it off and use it for something else. Maybe just a quick little chicken nugget fry up. Okay, so that's how you get 10 pieces of chicken out of 1 chicken. So we're just gonna rip through the rest of these, get all the pieces, and then we'll cut them all up at once as well. I just wanted to show you guys the first one so I didn't fly through it too quick. And as always, with stuff like this, repetition is key. That's really the only way I can guide you to getting better with this sort of stuff, is you just have to keep doing it. And yeah, kind of like push yourself to learn something new as well. So next time you're in the store, instead of buying boneless, skinless chicken breasts, maybe buy a whole chicken and try and do it yourself.
Save you a lot of money.
Yeah, it saves so much money doing it that way.